So, yeah. By the way, that little postcard right there is going to be a little hint to something you can do in Ostown that I will be doing. I won't be doing it the long way. I just kind of wanted to move along. It doesn't really affect anything. The only thing... Well, I'll explain when I get to it, but... Yeah. Now, it's kind of funny that this globe is right here, because in the original cartoon, it's actually the last thing that Mickey comes across, but he's, like, running across it, and then he, like, falls underneath the water, and, like, Neptune, like, pokes him in the butt, and somehow just sends him flying through the air, like in that old-fashioned cartoon logic that it was back in the day. I gotta say, I really did like Through the Mirror. It actually had a lot of good moments and everything, and it reminded me a little bit of the Alice in the Wonderland animated movie that Disney did back in the day. And I don't know what I was thinking right here. I think I thought that that there's something supposed to drop on you on that scale or whatever, and I remember this part too. This is when Mickey's like dancing and stuff, and like he hits the hat and it sends a boat flying. By the way, those sack of cards is like the most annoying thing in the entire freaking level. It's like they don't even hurt you. It's just that getting over them is sometimes a pain in the ass. There's actually a nice fade out. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like perfect. God, I need a water or something. Ugh. Alright, so now we're in Ostown, and immediately, because, we're not... Well, hold on.
Ooh! Ooh! No! Oh! Ta-da! Uh-huh. Oh!
And so this is Clarabelle Cow, created in 1928 by the same people who made everyone else, pretty much. It says here that she is usually the girlfriend of Horace, and she's often also paired. She has also been paired with Goofy occasionally. And this is actually kind of cool here. Clarabelle has never been anything more than a supporting character in the USA, her country of origin. Only in Italy has she been treated as one of Disney's leading lights. Nevertheless, the character remains famous in the United States, surprisingly so in light of her decades of relative disuse. So that's pretty cool. That Clarabelle Cow is more popular in Italy than she is here in America. So yeah. You gotta love learning about stuff like that again. That's one of the things I just love so much about this game, is just how much research you really gotta do if you want to get every single little thing that they put in this game. As I was saying though, and this was kind of funny, when my reaction when I got to this part, I was like, wait, where's the power spark? I didn't see it. Did it just fall off the edge right over there? But no, I picked it up. I was going to say though, for me, whenever I see this area, the very first Mickey Mouse cartoon that pops in my head was House of Mouse, which I know was a very freaking awesome show, on my honest opinion. It's kind of like the early 2000s, late 90s Mickey Mouse that I grew up with, so yeah, it's pretty cool, very nostalgic for me seeing all this. Like when I went to Disneyland, this was I remember going to this place actually first, and stuff like Mickey's house. I was really excited to see and everything, because it's just like in the cartoons and everything. And man, going to Disneyland as a kid is just such a treat. You have no idea. Or Disney World, again. To me, they're the same thing. All right, so now we're gonna do the thing that the postcard was kind of hinting at. You can do this two ways. You can talk to Moody down there and do it the long way, or do what I'm going to do. Well, first off, I'm coming up here because if you thin that out, you can get a power spark real quick. So that's always nice and everything. And go ahead and thin this out. So I'm going to be an asshole. Oh, hold on, Gus has to stop me first. I'm going to be an asshole and thin this out. And this is fucking hilarious. Oh, man. Now, as I was going to say, though, if you, earlier, if you do this, like, the long way, you'll get an animated cutscene like you see with Clarabelle and everyone else. I have no idea why, but that's just a little something you want to have, then by all means you can do it the long way. It doesn't really make a bit of a difference. As far as I can tell, anyway. I mean, it doesn't change the ending, it doesn't do anything like that. Okay. And here we have another side quest.
Gorge.
Alright, so this is one of the things that can be either really hard or really easy, depending on if you know where everything is collecting the animatronic parts. There are 3 of these in the game. Don't want to spoil who the other 2 characters are. We'll be seeing them later on. Goofy's parts are in Tomorrow City, so the place we're heading to right now, there are no parts there as far as I know. And if you missed any, then you can go to the Emporium and buy them, and buy each one for 1,000 e-tickets. So that's what I was talking about earlier. If you missed something there, you can buy it there, and you can just come back here and complete the side quest that way. So I think right now I'm just looking to see anything like that. By the way, I didn't say this earlier, but Goofy is my favorite Disney character besides Mickey. And it says here that he was created in 1932. He debuted in Mickey's Revue. Yeah, I had to hook up your own theater and stuff. I was going to say, though, some of my favorite Goofy cartoons, like, one of the reasons I loved House of Mouse so much was mostly because of Goofy, and, like, those, shorts that said, like, how to do this, like, how to be a ghost, how to be, hip, cool, and fly, or whatever. Like, I don't know why, I was just such a big fan of those as a kid. Again, like, that's just what I grew up on, was House of Mouse and some of the earlier, 90s, Mickey Mouse cartoons. A little bit of 50s stuff here and there. By the way, this is one of those quests where, you know, you gotta make sure you get every single little thing, or else you cannot pass it, which... really freaking hate these type of quests. A lot. Here, I'm just looking around, and I just missed this little thing here, so... now I'm just looking around real quick, making sure I'm not missing anything now, and there we go. Hey, you want to do this if you want to get a power spark. Just helps you out later on, so... why not go ahead and do it? Alright, so now with that done, we now need to go in Mickey's house and talk to the telephone that took the gremlin's winch. Yeah, thank you. I was like, would I please send that in all direction? Thank you. Now, one of the things that kind of disappoints me is that they didn't put Pluto in this game at all. Oh well, maybe we'll put him in the sequel.
Oh. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Alright, now, thanks to this too, you can now do a little bit of a asshole thing or a nice thing. You can either have the gremlin take the winch by himself, he'll kill the phone, which means you won't be able to complete that quest. Or you can go around doing the power surges thing. I've never done the power surges thing, I've just always said, gremlin, go kill him, because personally, for me, I have to use a guide in order to find him. So yeah, that's a quest failed, although I don't really care, because again, it doesn't affect anything. I like how he fixes the bridge, he's just hitting it with a winch. Oh well, cartoon logic at its finest, I say. But now we get to go to one of my favorite areas in the entire game. Mickey Junk Mountain Ahoy! Again, and I'll get into why I love it so much. It's mostly because of just how much nostalgia they throw at you. But anyway, it's time for Mickey's Steamroller, right? Yep, Mickey's Steamroller. There are actually two versions of this cartoon. There's a color version and a black and white version. I've seen the color version. I've not seen the black and white, but you know, it's the general same, just in black and white. So yeah. Actually a pretty funny short, and the only time you ever, as far as I know, one of the, well, I know it's the introduction of Mickey's nephews or whatever, so yeah. By the way, you have to get that, that film reel right there, or else you're not going to be able to get it unless you replay the level, and after that you just want to run like hell. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mickey's Steamroller. Really short level, really. But now we get to, again, just one of my favorite areas in the entire game. Oh, the bunny children. I love these guys so much. Oh, and they're cute. Mickey Mouse Lunchbox. Again, this is one of the reasons I fucking love the Warren Spectre so much, is because everything in this entire level is something that is based off a real Mickey Mouse merchandise thing. There's even something for people who had Mickey on the SNES. You're gonna get a real treat out of something in just a minute. Okay, so, now by the way, something I'm not going to show off, and I highly recommend you do, there's a blotling right there, and I wasn't really paying attention when I was recording this, but you do want to try to have the bunny children eat the blotling, because it is absolutely hilarious when you see what happens to them. Alright, so you have a little clock. I don't even think that does anything, honestly. But now we have the telephone. This is something neither people really like or really hate. I thought I knew the phone number, but I don't. I thought it was like 728 or something like that. So here I am just trying different things. Alright, so anyway, this is what I was talking about. Here we have Mickey on the Super Nintendo. I can't remember which one. I think there was like 2 games on it. And here we have like 2 NES games. So that's pretty cool. That's one of my favorite things in this entire level, to be perfectly honest, even though I've not played those games.